Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay, we're about to start the stream. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. I did. So before we jump to the test, I would like to remind you guys that every Wednesday there will be a quiz on my channel. That's for those of you who can't join the streams. There will be a chance to win 500 diamonds. And before we jump into the stream, to the test, or well, sneak peek of Dark Champion, let's roll a lucky winner for this week video. As you can see, this is a YouTube contest option. So basically, you put your YouTube URL here, and it's gonna roll for a random comment. So let's see who wins this one. Hopefully it works. It did work before. Okay, so we pick a random winner. And the winner is Hanser. Correct answer, Melodia, everything's right, ID and the server. Okay, so congratulations to Hanser for winning it. And we're gonna transition back. Okay, let me just put down the name quickly so I get all the info. I can send it to developers. Okay, EU41. Right, so there will be 2 questions today, and each question will have 2 winners. And each winner will receive 500 diamonds as well. So there's a chance for everyone who's on the stream to win that as well. Also, there's quite a few things on the stream. As you can see, I've done the poll. Yeah, I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes before we actually start testing, and then I'll end the poll and I'll see what you guys think about this test. Well, what you think about Dark Champion actually. Right, so let's jump into the game. Okay, so keep in mind guys, this is a stream from test server. Everything is due to change. This is what happened with Venom Spawn previously. He's got changed after the stream. He's got his stats increased. So he's quite a strong tank currently. So Dark Champion might get changed too, so keep a bag of a grain of salt, okay, during these tests, and let's jump to it. Yeah. Right, so as you can see, I'll be playing obviously I'll be playing Necropolis with Dark Champion. I couldn't get him to red level because this is the problem with the test server. The underground levels do not reset. Oh, actually they did. Well, let's just get that quickly. Actually, I'll do it during the raffle. So yeah. That's not a new event, that's something else, and sadly I can't spoil that yet. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, let's just go through his skills. I'll show you guys the skin and everything. Okay, so Dark Champion is an offensive unit, and he is not a damage dealer unit. He is a support unit for Inferno faction. I did some tests, and you could see that in a teaser. I was not impressed by his damage done, but the reason for that is his damage is not going to be high on the true damage, and sorry, si senor, I can't talk about that thing because it might not get implemented yet. Okay, so going back, okay, so he is a support. His damage is not high in the after game screen because see that skill, which I'm gonna read the end of fate, that basically kills the unit if they fall below certain percentage of their max HP, is not being shown in the damage Necropolis faction. So his damage on the charts will not be high Okay, so keep that in mind, and I'm gonna explain that during the test as well. Let's go quickly through his skills. Okay, so Sickle of Silence causes 200 damage and additional damage equal to 20% of max HP to the target every 24 seconds, while bleeding them for 10 seconds. Dark Champion restores HP equal to 20% of its attack per normal attack. Okay, and this is why I showed that in a teaser that when he's dueling these other ultra rare units, his HP was okay. He could tank them. He had no problem with it. Okay, because he was healing back, and this is a burst damage basically every 24 seconds. Okay, let's move further. So the end of the fate, and this is what makes him so strong, and this is a quite interesting mechanic in the game. I checked it, it's working, guys, so this is why I wanted to bring him to 6 stars straight away. I wanted to check if every skill is working, so we don't have any issues on the release. Yeah, I didn't have obviously that much time to test everything because I was busy during this weekend. I went to Oceanside with my family and stuff. So yeah, obviously there will be more people testing it once it gets released, so they will find out more bugs, more formations that he can play with. Okay, because I'm only one tester, so I can't test everything. It will be just too time consuming. Right. So let's move on. So the end of fate. When Dark Champion is on the battlefield, units in Raw Morale will be terminated if their HP is lower than 5% at that moment. Okay. Cast Misfortune Curse every 13 seconds. Cause 3 random hostile units low morale for 6 seconds. This effect cannot be dispelled. Okay, so this is interesting. You can test on the Judy Shield and regular skill. Yeah, so 5%, and this can be boosted. Okay, so if enemies are at 5%, they're gonna die. Okay, and this damage is not gonna be shown on the damage screen. He's an offensive unit, he's not a tank. Okay, so moving forward, the Gloomy Graves. So when the target HP is less than 40%, Dark Champion buries the target unit under a tombstone for 5.8 seconds. The buried unit is silenced and cannot be healed. Okay, so that's important. Cannot cast skills and cannot be healed, and is also incapable of moving and attacking. So basically, this unit is not on the battlefield for 5.8 seconds. He's not doing anything. During this time, all damage it takes will be shifted to 4 random enemy ranged units. Usually, the enemy formation has 4 ranged units. I believe range doesn't only go to range units like Troll, Ice Demon, it also means caster units, okay? Probably, I haven't checked that actually. While the Tombstone still exists, all friendly Necropolis units within the range will have 4% of the max HP restored per second. Okay, so that's another good healing provided to Necropolis units. Okay, so let's move on to another skill, Bones Monarch. This is another important Invicits for ranged. Okay, so that's good explanations. Thank you, C Senor. So Bones Monarch. Okay, this is another very important skill for Dark Champion. So unit damage increases by 30%. However, HP given by the End of Fate, which is the execution skill, will be increased by an extra 4% for every Necropolis unit on the battlefield. HP given by End of Fate will be increased by an extra 1% for every unit that Necropolis summons onto the battlefield. HP can be increased up to 25% by End of Fate. When a friendly hero casts a nerf spell, shortens one random spell's cooldown by 4 seconds. So it's very nice, okay? And this can get up to 25% execution, okay? So this is huge. You only need a couple of Necropolis units, but Leeches alone is what's enough, because they will be summoning these skeletons. And if you have Awakened Leech, it's only gonna take a couple seconds before you, couple seconds before you reach this 25%, okay? So yeah, it's a very good skill. In theory, everything seems strong. Okay, now Silent Graveyard. As you can see, there's no explanation for what it does here, but you can find it on official Discord. And let me just quickly go there to read it for you guys, because River Crab, as always, did a great job and explain what's happening. Yeah. Alright, and there's another thing, Bones Monarch. Okay, it only says here units damage increased by 30%, so it's missing a little bit of description, because on top of that, it will also increase its own unit damage reduction by 30%. So unit damage and unit damage reduction. Okay, and obviously Silent Graveyard is the domain, the most important skill in every ultra rare unit. And on top of that description, let's read the description that all other ultra rare units have. So basically, when at least 3 Necropolis units are deployed, Dark Champion will increase 32 of attack speed and 32 of unit damage. Domain Silent Graveyard will be revealed when Dark Champion casts Misfortune Curse. The domain will last 15 seconds, cooldown is 30 seconds, just like with every other domain. Okay, so what does the domain do? Silent Graveyard. When the domain is revealed, dispels all hostiles buffs, which is high morale and everything, and puts them in low morale. Okay, so it's very important for Necropolis faction, because this is War Counters, Paladin, and other things. When the domain exists, all hostile units healing is decreased by 30%. Rampart units healing is decreased by an extra 15%. Units in low morale state have their units damage decreased by 30% and their magic resistance decreased by 100%. Okay, so while spells have fallen off, the damage of the spells will not be as high as it used to be on lower levels, especially if you're high level. But if you get that when you're just a low level guy, just started on a new server, these spells will do a lot of damage, just like they used to with Sandro. Unlike Necropolis units will enter weak state when HP is 0, can die, but can't be healed. When Dark Champion attacks units in low morale, he is guaranteed to dispel buffs. It's a big buff, but still needs to be 200. Okay. Yeah, so basically a good buffer and debuffer, okay, and executioner. So if you're running a team with a lot of burst potential, he is a good addition. So I believe he will be a good addition to Dragon Mutare, and this is what I hate and love about Dragon Mutare. She can be played with almost every setup. It's not like Astral where you have certain things, okay? So the emblems I've been using on him is Path of Assassin, and I don't think this is the best choice, guys, but I just put it here because everyone says Path of Assassin for every unit, yeah. So I just keep it here, but obviously during the test we're gonna change these emblems. And Darkness and Lion Pen mostly for this Holy Emblem attack and attack percentage proof, yeah. Okay, so this is it. This is the introduction to Dark Champion. That's his skills and everything. Now let's move and let me show you guys the skin, because that skin is amazing, and that skin also has, as you can see, Dark Champion and Azrael. Okay, so it has a unique name as well. On top of that, this art is just amazing. Okay, I really like Necropolis units. I play, well, when I started Era of Chaos, I played Necro. Okay, so my Necro is still quite good, but I'll probably not be playing Necro anytime soon because there are better teams. Okay, so let's start testing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna use formation that I believe is one of the strongest Necropolis formations. First, we're gonna test him with with a Necro formation. So let me just quickly run you through the formation. Some of you might not like it because it's very investment heavy, but if you play Necro, this is not a cheap team to play. Okay, this was the first pay to win faction released. Okay, this is basically what I've been playing so far. Yeah, so I've been using Dragon Golem because everyone can use Dragon Golem and he's the best tank in the game. I was using Mami, but I can replace her with Death Knights if I'm not playing against Dragon Golem. Okay, so this is a team where I meet Dragon Golem. Okay, so if I meet Dragon Golem in an enemy team, I want to avoid putting them, and I will put them in what's that called, backup. Okay, now Holy Trinity, but I don't play Holy Trinity. I don't like it. I could actually do that and put Angel. Yeah, I could play Angel, but I'm using White because White is a unit that will be your spell road. Okay, most heroes focus White using spells. So if someone's got an Earth Arrow, he'll cast it on your Wrath, which will take it off some of your other units, and also provides a AoE silence. Okay, so this is a utility unit, and if you put defensive emblems on her to make her survive longer, it's not a bad choice. Okay, so Judicator, of course, same as Dragon Golem. If you have it, use it. 3 stars are good enough. Yeah. Then obviously Bone Dragon and Dark Champion, followed by Leech. Leech will be a mandatory unit because of the summons. Summons boost the execution percentage. Okay, so I believe this is one of the strongest Necropolis units. This is if you main Necro, okay guys, because if you don't main Necro, you main something else, you'll be using Dragon Golem and Judicator in a different team. But if you main, I will be running that. Okay, and you might disagree, but this is something I will be looking if I was still playing Necro. Okay, there are a few other options as well. If you don't have Dragon Golem, you can play with Zombie. Okay, Zombie with a weapon is quite strong. Sadly, I couldn't test that weapon because I had that unit at 6 star. Okay, so let's go with it. Obviously, let's go to training ground, free practice, and I believe as a Necro main, the first thing you wonder is, am I gonna be able to counter Gem? Yeah, I believe this is a hero that really put Necro to the grave. Okay, so let's see if we can take that team from the grave. Okay, so this is what I'll be using on Gem. If you have any ideas what other gems are using, give me a shout. Okay, but I believe this is a strong setup for Gem, as I have a maxed out weapon on Green Dragon. Yeah, we got a Dragon Golem which could be used. We got Paladin. Okay, so we got 3 tanks. We can even put that tank here, but it doesn't matter. We want to play these 2 setups. Yeah. Why would you remove Angel from that team and put what? Oh, sorry, apologies. This dwarf I have on the icon is not awakened because of, as I said, underground levels do not sadly reset so often. They reset like once every 2-3 weeks, so we need to ask manually. Yeah, so this is why some of these units will not be used, because I can't awaken them, guys. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so against, first I'm gonna play against Gem with Dragon Golem. Okay, but I'll be using that guy. Okay, Dragon Golem should be able to actually. Okay, so let's put some artifacts. Okay, and let's make sure we got all the domains. Okay. So that's it. Yeah, so we got a charger unit against Dragon Golem. No, the machines are optimal level, so that's why I'm using them. This is not the account I used to have, guys. The account I used to have had like all maxed out artifacts and stuff. Okay, but this account actually does not. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, let me slow it down a little bit. I think I removed these. I actually changed that to not show any skill effects. Okay, so as you can see, Black Dragon half HP. Sorry, Green Dragon half HP execution happened. Okay, they are focusing Death Knights over here. The animation of the Dark Champion, as you can see, he's attacking from far away. He's like a range offensive unit. Yeah. Come on, bring it, boys. Okay, so Dragon Golem down. Okay, that's a front line of gem done. And I've been told not to test Dark Champion against Paladin, but everyone can use Paladin and Holy Trinity. Everyone is using them, so there's no point of me testing that without them if a team can have them. And as you can see here, this is with Paladin and Holy Trinity, and Dark Champion is doing a lot. Okay, so as I said, Dark Champion is not actually a damage dealing unit, but he's done quite a lot here. Okay, he's done 9%. Obviously, Power Leech will be your yeah. Obviously, the meta's gonna change with every ultra rare. Yeah, even free to play's got Holy Trinity, so this is why I will include Holy Trinity in every team that can run it, guys. Okay, what is your comp, Digger? Because first I want to test this comp against every meta composition we got. Okay, so let's go through that, what we can see. Okay, so Leech, obviously top damage dealer. When it comes to true damage, Dark Champion was a second damage dealer. Yeah, get new attack. Okay, so as you can see, he's done quite a lot. He provides also quite a lot of healing. The only thing we can't really test is because Dread Knight just died. And that's it. I mean versus Necro. Digger, if you can put it or even private chat on Discord, or you run and I can test it at the end of the stream, okay? Because I want to keep this going in a certain way today. Okay, so we got this Dark Champion. Yeah, let's see skills. Most damage comes from the Sickle of Silence and his AoE attacks, obviously. As you can see, there's no damage from the execution, and this is why his damage is not high here, okay? Because it's not included. If you include it, he'll probably be above Rave. But as you can see, this is why I'm using Rave. They also do a lot of damage. It's not a lot of true damage, but it's more than Bone Dragon. Yeah, so they're quite useful, and they provide a lot of utility. Okay, so that was against Gem, so we managed to win. Let's say we want to... And that was with Chargers into Dragon Golem, okay? That's true constantly. Now let's say Gem is actually not running that, okay? This Gem isn't a budget. She invested only in that. It's a new server. You can only have... Well, that wouldn't be fair because I have three. I have 3 ultra rares here, yeah. Okay, but let's say this Gem doesn't have Dragon Golem. She's running Centaur, yeah. The Scent the the Sandros that you've been playing against might be a little bit weaker, because if you main Sandro, there's no reason for you not to use Judy and Dragon Golem. These units can fit into every team, and they provide so much utility. Okay, we're gonna be testing that against top comps. Okay, I'll do the tests against other teams as well, like a budget Sandro versus something else for those guys who are just starting. Okay, but this is against the budget. Okay, so there's no Dragon Golem in that team, which will be an easy win. Yeah, so there's no one to stop Death Knights now. I agree, Adrian. Just if you main Sandro, you need what everyone is using, because Necro is in a bad state before the release. Okay, so that was much easier without Dragon Golem. This is why everyone uses Dragon Golem, even a 3-star Dragon Golem. Okay, and if Dread Knights have an access to the backline, they just reap. Okay, they are unstoppable force. They have maxed out weapon, by the way, guys. This is why. Okay, so yeah. So if Dread Knights are alive, this is what happens. Okay, so now we're gonna move to another meta hero. Oh, by the way, that's me not even using the dragon machine over here. Okay. So, oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. So what happens when you actually don't want to run that? Okay, because it's getting demolished 53 seconds. It's not good. Okay, you can use Mami, obviously, but you could also use something else. Obviously, you could use that. Okay, provides high burst for all of the units, and it's a charger. No, it's a charger unit. Yeah, but let's go with Mami. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, so 3 times this time around. Let's put Dragon Golem back here. And let's see. I didn't want to put any charger units because I want to check how it plays out without any charger units into Dragon Golem. Yeah. They used to be, but they're very squishy as well, just like Decay. Okay, so as you can see, whoa, that was big damage from the Drake. Okay, the Drake is not interrupted by anyone, so he is just destroying. Okay, so even though there's a Dragon Golem in that team, Necro with Death Knights is better than without them. Yeah, amazing. That was a big burst from Gold Dragon. Okay, so let's keep Death Knights in the main formation. Obviously, we're not running backups, but if you were, these fights will look a little bit different. Okay, and this is another thing that you need to keep in mind, guys. Everything depends on the meta on your server. Okay, every server has a different meta. On my server, there's only 2 Astrals and like 10 Dragon Mutares. So everything that I do is to be able to beat these Dragon Mutares. On new servers, there's quite a lot of Kassam bells, so it all depends on the meta on your server. Okay, so that was against Gem. Let's move on to the top tier heroes now. Okay, so we'll be fighting against Astral. We'll be using okay, Holy Trinity, Dragon Golem. Maxed out weapon, Naga. Okay, let's make sure we get these domains going. Okay, so this is an astral formation that I don't use. I would put Seer instead of Genie here, but most of the people actually run that. So let's try against that. Yeah, everything's set up. Let's see who's winning. Yeah, so as you can see, Adrian said that Casamble is same as Dragon Mutara at the same power level. This is something that I can't test because no one plays Casamble on my server. It's just too hard to start fresh. Yeah, Constantine, this is what I use on my Astral, okay, but most of the guys will not be able to use it. So we're against Dragon Golem again, and these guys are still at the back row dealing damage, okay? They don't die too quick against Dragon Golem, so I believe Dark Champion is bringing a lot to Necropolis units. Necro might not be in the best state, but for sure he is bringing a lot utility. Because these guys are still alive, okay? Remember that during the domain they got extra healing and stuff, so yeah. Okay, let's look at that HP. Destroyed. There might be a little bit lags, yeah, on the stream because there's so many effects going on. I think I'll just reduce the effects to 0 and we'll be able to see the stat, just basically the HP of the units. Unless it's not lagging, just lagging on my screen. Oh, by the way, guys, see that HP bars, yeah? The reason why they are going so low is because all these summon units, when they die, the bar goes down a little bit. Decay doesn't go for Judy because this is how AI works with his weapon. It just goes to the tank. When it kills the target, it goes to the closest unit, and usually it's tank. I don't know why it's been reported, but they keep it like that. Yeah. So as you can see, Dread Knight, Dark Champion is somewhere here. Okay, he is not doing a lot of damage from his auto attacks and from his skills, but the thing is, he destroys units when they drop to 25%. Let's be honest, this is what happens because it's very easy to stack up that buff. And Unleashed Dread Knight is just demolishing everything. So this is what happens. Judy did quite a lot of damage as well. As you can see that Judy did too. Naga obviously being a Naga, okay? So let's see through damage. Yeah, Leech, Dread Knight, Judicator, and Dark Champion is somewhere here, okay? So far it's doing good, okay? So far we won 2 fights. Okay, let's put, because now I'm getting worried, so I want to see if my formation will stand a chance against that. That is another good idea, Adrian. However, is it worth spending that? Because you could also put, instead of Death Ripple, you could put Mystic Domain for an extra silence. Okay, so let's see. Oops, I didn't move Sir with airship. Let's just quickly speed it up and see. Are you guys getting lags on stream? Because it seems like my game lags a little bit. I'm not sure if it's the same on the stream. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so I'm gonna remove. Okay, I'm gonna remove all these effects. Okay, we'll be looking at basically that. Okay, so let's see if actually Seer changes the outcome of the fight. As you can see, no, not really. Yeah. So they added this option here, guys, if you want to remove all the special effects. Yeah. Okay, so that was against Astral. But let's see how this fight actually would look if we remove Dark Champion. Okay. Is that going to be a big difference? Sorry. Yeah, much bigger difference, guys. Look, Death Knights are down. Yeah, but just to see how much of a difference this ultra rare unit does. Okay, so yeah, a big difference. So let's put him back. Okay, so next we'll test it against Dragon Mutare, which is a hero that I really hate, guys, because I have everyone playing Dragon Mutare on my server. The stream will be until we finish testing, basically. So the maximum I can actually stay is another like 1.5 hours. So we got a lot of time to test a few things, okay? And after Dragon Mutare test, I'll do the first question of the day today, guys. So stay in the stream. Okay, so let's go. Dragon Mutare. And as I said before, if I can use Holy Trinity, I will. And Dragon Mutare is another hero that can benefit from Holy Trinity. Yeah, seems alright. I'm not gonna use Assassin because I haven't tested his weapon yet. So he has 0 weapon. What would you put, Constantine? I believe people are still using Manticore or not. Really? Minotaur instead of Angel? And someone said Green Dragon. Okay, let's do that. That is going to be quite a strong team then. So basically, you would do something like that. Okay, this looks weird for me. This is not something I would use. Let me see. Let me see what the best Dragon Mutare guy is using on my server. I think what he's using is Medusa has a maxed out weapon as well. Yeah, I think Green Dragon is no one played it. No one played it. Use Holy Trinity. I already used Holy Trinity, but yeah, this is what I mean. I'll put Angel here. Okay, so let's see what the guy is using on my server, because he's the only one that actually can beat me at the moment. So okay, that guy's left. Okay, I see. So the guy on my server uses HUD. Okay, this will be he's playing 3 tanks as well, okay? Okay, this will be a little bit whalish. Okay, that seems about right place. Okay, so this is what the top guy on my server plays. There's no Manti for troll. Yeah, so basically this is what he plays. Okay, guys, I want to see that. And now, since we got 4 ultra rare units, is that what we go with? Let's try with that, and then I'll remove the troll. Yeah, this is the problem with Dragon Mutare. She is so versatile. You can play her with anything. And that's why there's so many formations. Yeah, so Black Dragon is behind Minotaur. Yeah, so Death Knights are doing their job at the back. Troll's going to enrage. Come on, execute. Execute. Oh, he can't execute because he's immune to low morale when he's on Berserk. So he can't get executed when he's on Rampage. That's good. This is what I wanted to test. So I think because someone asked me that on official Discord, and we can see that since it's a troll on Rampage, he's immune to low morale. I think that's what someone said. Yeah, so this is what I am against on my server, guys. and this is why this guy is the only one that actually can beat me. But what happens if we actually hit troll first? Yeah, let's speed it up. Constantine, this is what happened on my server as well. So yeah, when you position a Death Knight correctly, you win every fight basically with Dark Champion in the team. Okay, this is like with Dragon Mutare. If you have access to the backline, you're gonna win every fight, easy. Okay, so we got that. Let's change that formation a little bit then. Decay is at 400,000 power and Leech is at 440. Okay, compared to 270 Troll. Okay, so these units are a little bit overpowered. Okay, let's go with, compared to Dark Champion. So Dark Champion is only 341. Yeah, so Constantine, this is another thing that I've been thinking about running, like Inferno with Sandro. Okay, just run Devil with Decay and just annihilate the backline. Okay, so what I believe is the best is get Black Knight weapon till you get that to teleport to the backline. Yeah, DC is not about damage, Joshua, and the thing is, he also, when he executes, this damage is not shown. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is why his damage comes from auto attacks. He doesn't have any other damage, and his trigger skill is the burst damage that happens every so often. 20% of his damage comes from his trigger skill. Everything else is just a support unit, basically buffing and debuffing enemy units. Okay, so I was supposed to change Troll to Medusa. And someone also mentioned budget one. Okay, Venom Spawn instead of Dragon Golem. Okay, I can check that. Okay, try this formation, more budget. I travel with multi-red dragon shooting Medusa. Okay, so that's it. Let's change these domains. Let's put, okay, that's gone. Put that, Ragnarok. Let me scroll the chat through the other one. Okay, Digger, I'll check your formation next. Yeah, Medusa has Path of Assassin emblems, I believe. All of these units have emblems. Oh, that HP of some unit went down really quick. Broken Prophecy. Okay, I can put that on her. So, there we go. Medusa, adding Medusa was the key victory. Yeah, OP stance. So this formation performs better, much better, than the one with Dragon Golem and Troll. Okay, so you actually replace one ultra rare tank with Venom, and you remove a 6-star ultra rare with a SR plus full maxed out weapon and everything. Medusa, it's good. If full Necro, which wins out? DC insta kill or Judicator invulnerable bubble? It will be. If you have a scenario where we can test that cast, I'll be glad to test it, but you'll need to give me all the information for that. Venom also pretty strong and adding extra damage to it. I hesitate to take Medusa. Yeah, Medusa is quite nice with that weapon. Her damage on my test went through the roof, and this is Medusa with the wrong emblems, as someone said. I should be using Broken Prophecy on her. Okay, so let's get that. Broken Prophecy. Let's see how it changes the fight. Broken Prophecy. I don't even know what it is. Okay, there we go. Feeble, I'll do that once we test against all the meta. Yeah, against all the meta. Okay, so emblems. Oh, whoa. Okay, this is not something I should be using on Manticore during this test. Do I have any more? Yeah. Yeah, they all should have that. Okay. Because I was testing. Okay, come on. I've been testing how some emblems actually behave at the maximum possible cast level. Yeah, casual plus 10. Easy. Everyone can have that. Okay, so we're looking for Medusa. Obviously, some of them got quite nice emblems, but I don't mind that. Where is Medusa? She's okay, so we want Broken Prophecy on her. Yeah. So let's see that fight with Broken Prophecy again. So that would be a perma stun. Ah, that's fine, Digger. She can have that as well. She can have Poa as well. We'll test emblems at the end of the stream as well. We'll see which ones perform better. He's using Path of Assassin at the moment, yeah? But he is not damage dealer. This is why I will remove that Path of Assassin. Hello, Michael. Green Dragon is good, but if you have maxed up weapon. So hold on, guys. I had another setup that I was supposed to check. It's Diggers. So many messages have been through. Okay, so basically you use Dragon Mutare with okay, core faction. Okay, so far this is the only formation that has been able to stand the ground against this Necropolis formation. Okay, let me quickly change to the formation that Tigger wants me to test, and then we're gonna move from Dragon Mutare to another hero, because I know there's a lot of you that play Dragon Mutare, and Dragon Mutare has so many different formations you can play, and this is why it's so cool to actually be playing that hero. Okay, so we got that. Mermaid, Red Dragon, and Venom. Then we got Judy, Evil, Manticore, and Golem. Okay, so this is another formation you guys want me to check. What am I missing? Manticore. Okay, so you don't want me to use Black Dragon in that formation. Is that right? This will be first time I'm not playing. Well, as Venom and Sierra. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, so as you can see, he's doing only basic attacks when it comes to damage, and his trigger skill that happens every 24 seconds, so that's why his damage output is not the greatest. But yeah, they can still win, okay? But you need Dread Knights, okay? You need them to get to the backline and they will destroy, okay? So it's not only Dark Champion, this is another unit that you need to have. But I did a test without Dark Champion and you guys could see that it brings a lot to the table. Okay, so before we move to the next test, which will be against Casambel and other heroes, we will do a first question for today. Okay, there's two winners for each question because I got 4 rewards to give. First reward went to the Wednesday quiz winner, which was Hadris. Okay, so guys, the rules are pretty simple. Let me just walk you through if you are new. Okay, so basically you'll see a question on the screen with 4 answers. You only need to put an answer A, B, C, or D. This saves you trouble of misspelling. So yeah, and the first 2 winners on my chat, I believe you can see chat on the stream. Yeah, so 2 winners for each question will get a 500 diamonds sent to their accounts via in-game mail by Friday. The only thing that I need from you is your ID, which you can copy from your profile and the server you're playing. Okay, so in 5 seconds there will be a first question on the screen, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys, let's see the correct answer. It's C. Okay, so I'm gonna go for points. So Adrian C and XX Inor. 2 first correct answers on my screen. I can see quite a lot of you had a correct answer. No problem, Xenor, I'll wait before we move forward. Okay, let's move to this transition. Adrian C, what server you're playing on? EU89. Okay, let me just put that info here. EU 89. It might be different on your screen, guys, but on my screen, these two guys were the first ones to answer. It's like in League of Legends lobby, yeah. Okay, guys, let's move on with the test. Okay, I got the right screen. There'll be one more question and two more winners. Okay, I got all the info. Okay, guys, so let's move on. Let's test against other heroes. So we're gonna test against Casamble, and I want to ask if any of you actually won. Any of you actually play Casamble? Yeah, on my screen he only typed once. Okay, so Digger, what do you play? Okay, what formation do you use for Casamble? Because sadly I don't have. Oh, do I? Oh, actually I have. Okay, I got that guy awakened. Let me see something quick. Okay, all of them got some emblems. Okay, guys, so let's move on. So, Digger, if you can give me a formation idea, I can test it against. If you're the only one playing it. Okay, so that stays the same. Okay. If I played Casamble, I'll play that. I'll skip them. I'm not convinced about them. I'll go for. Actually, I'll go for that. I'll go for Pala. Yeah, so you play something like that. Oh, you use Shark. Okay. Sea Monster even. That's interesting choice. Sea Elemental even. Sea Archer. Yeah, I got that. Angel, Golem. Yeah, Shark. Mermaid. So you don't use Judy. Sea Ready. Yeah, I think this will be like a really strong comp. Okay, obviously you want that here, and you want that here, something like that. Yeah, to boost morale and stuff. Xenor, we can test that too, but I need to check the power of the low heart I got on that icon, because not all of these heroes have maxed out spells. Shark Tamer instead of the Revi. Okay, yeah, but I believe Shark Tamer at this level is actually not as good. But let's go with. Yeah, but he doesn't use Judy because he doesn't have him. But I believe Judy is essential in every composition. especially in Casamble as well. He would use Judy, but he doesn't have it. Oh, you want to see it? Okay, I'll do that. Let me just run that quickly, okay? And then I'll put your comp as well, without Judy. Can I make it bigger? I want to see the whole battlefield. No, I can't. Get Judy. Yeah, 3-star Judy can easily replace any unit in any formation. You bring Judy just for this shield, really. By the way, these archers are not even awakened, yeah? Yeah, Cassambel is really strong. Maybe I should invest in her. But the thing is, I can't play Cassambel because I use Judicator and Dragon Golem in my Astral, so I can't really play that. Yeah, she's another expensive. Basically, 3 factions that are really expensive is Cove, Dungeon, and Tower. Okay, that was interesting. The end, Power Leech. Okay, Leech. Yeah, that's Leech for you. Okay, so let's see how this plays out without Judy. Obviously, Shark Tamer should have access to the backline in this scenario. What I was looking for? Angel. So this is what you got, right? Okay, guys, I believe these are the only heroes that really that really matter at the moment. This is the meta, okay? I can check against the Zeron if you want it. And then we're gonna move to test Dark Champion in other formation than Necro. Yeah, without Judy, Death Knight just demolishes backline. There's no one to stop him. So this is why, Digger, you need to invest in Judicator. Okay, guys, so now let's change that. What do you want me to test? I know there were people who want me to test that alongside Devil. Is that true? Let's run something like... Yeah, only buff DM. Did you determine? No, I couldn't see the Rikarani. We played against so many Judy's, and I actually never looked after that. So, if is this a team you guys will play if you were obviously something like that? Okay, that's what I've done. So I think this looks solid, no? Still free ultra rare, still very expensive. I could put mummies as well. So let's go with that, a little bit more necro, because we took one unit off. Okay, so let's put that. Yeah, obviously, guys, this will be different on global server, okay? Because yeah, some of these units are really strong on that server. Okay, so let's play. That was against that team. That team had no Judy. Okay, so let's get rid of that. I don't like shark tamers. Let's put Judy. Judy. Yeah. Okay, it's more like it. Yeah, recurring. This is what I think as well. But let's take a close look at the shield immunity. Okay, so backline will be the first one to fall. Yeah, so the previous team much stronger. Same issue with Devil. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. Let's see the awakening skills, because this is not the icon that I created. So let's go for Devil. What be offensive, Devil. Okay, so is that the thing that you will run on Devil? Which skill is that? Because that's been copied from Sven's account. So you go for that. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try with that. Let's see the same scenario. I'm gonna have to bring a change one. First one, change. Yeah, without that, Devil doesn't live long. So let's try same team but with Zero. Okay, Riccaroni, keep that in mind. Let's just change that hero quickly, and I'm gonna go against Roland. Okay, he survived a little bit longer. Roland is a cheap version of Astral. You can use same units. Hold on, guys. I got check your. 1 second, guys. I got some message. I see. Okay. Okay. So let's go with. So that's attacking. No, we want to. Okay, someone wanted me to check low heart, but I believe my low heart is not actually good. Yeah, low level spells. I don't want to bore you guys with leveling up spells. I'll do that off stream. I'll probably play with this Dark Champion for a little bit longer off stream to see other things as well, not to just bore you guys. So let's get back to Sandro. Let's get back to the formation I used before. And let's try it against Roland. What was it? I was using that and I was using that. Yeah, seems alright. And domain. Look. Is there a point to have a new ultra rare if you do not play Sandro? We'll test. We still have to test Dark Champion in Dragon Mutare formation, so we'll see if it's worth. But so far, he is only usable in Necro, because you need that guy to keep his execution at the highest level as well, and every Necro unit boosts. We'll test this in other things like them. Yeah, I will. Adrian, I'm gonna move to that just after that test against Roland, because Roland is the only hero that I didn't test, and he has the means to counter that guy. Yeah. So basically, I'm not sure what you guys run when you play Roland, but I will run what I run on my Astral. This works very similar. If you run something else, please speak up. So this is what I would be playing if I were playing Roland. Basically Astral formation just with Roland as a hero. Oh, I didn't put the domains, I think. So let's try that again. And then we're gonna move to put Death Knights. The only way to get low heart was to buy him at the server start. Oh, actually, Roland is doing well. And then he loses. Okay, so let's change that formation. So I've been told to put Death Knights. So you want to put Death Knights instead of who? Earthship. Okay, let's go with that. And I've been told to put monks instead of genie. Yeah, so this is what you guys want to try. I'll put domains. Make sure I have the right domains. Okay, I'm only using 2. 1, 2, yeah. Okay, let's try it. Okay, this time I'm not gonna speed it up because that was an interesting outcome. Roland was winning until the point where he basically lost. Okay, so that's Death Knight dead. You're in the same spot as I am, Digger. Have no idea what I should pick as my third formation. At the moment it's Gem, but I'm not even investing a lot. I basically play Gem because I invested in a few units when I was playing PvE, when I was focusing on PvE units. This is why I want to buy Venom Spawn first to finish my Inferno, and then I'll probably buy Mantis. But so far, I'm very happy with the way Dark Champion plays. Because he is great buff to these Dread Knights. They just demolish everything on the way. Okay, guys, so this is it. We're gonna move to test Dark Champion in other formations now. So we're moving away from full Necro. So if you got any ideas where you want to put this Dark Champion in what formation, please feel free. I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes and I'll read the chat. So let's go with Dragon Mutare first, guys. Give me an ideas. Yeah, the problem with Gem is if she needs Dragon Golem, well, I can spare Dragon Golem when we play in 6 versus 6 because I don't need him. My other tanks are doing well as well in my Astral team is so strong. I don't need Dragon Golem in there, okay, to beat most of the even 2 million power stronger guys. So if we were running Dragon Mutare with Dark Champion, no, he's not. He can only be in the first 2 rows. So I believe the core will stay the same-ish. But then we can't play Red Drake. That guy has to be here. Okay, Adrian C, Judy, Manti, Red, Black. I'm missing something. I can't. Oh, Minotaur. So you want to put third tank, something like that. So yeah, so something like that to give Black Dragon some time to actually get buffy, and even though, yeah, only Judy for the buffs. Okay, so let me change these domains. Actually, not that case. Yeah, putting leech instead of that, like just going with 2 tanks will work as well. But let's try with that first. Red behind black. Like that, yeah? Okay, let's try without Medusa. We're gonna put Medusa next, and Manticore will die due to going behind enemy tank, rip 4-man units. Yeah. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I didn't know I can do that. I was just using my mouse wheel here. And these units were moving. Okay, so let's try that. And let's play against Astral. Where is he? We'll put Medusa after that. Test. Okay, so I don't need that. So that's a 1-man tank. Bring the best Astral team. Alright. Where is my C? Okay, that will be it. Let's try that formation. So yeah, the thing with Dragon Mutare is she has a lot of burst, and if you can trigger that guy's execution quickly, it can change the tides of the battle. It's a little bit laggy today. Okay, so Venom Spawn instead of Dragon Golem. Very close fight. Okay, now let's try. I'm gonna try the same formation without that guy so you can see the difference. I'm gonna put Medusa. Yeah, with Dragon Mutara there's so many options that you don't need to invest 100,000 diamonds to change too much. See, if we put Medusa, I believe this outcome will be a little bit similar, maybe even better. Yeah, so it was a very close fight previously with that guy, with Dark Champion. Oh, actually not true. Look at that. Much better with him. So Medusa wasn't a good change. Let's try something else. can play that. And instead of Minotaur, we're gonna put Paladin. Oh, Venom Spawn. Someone wanted me to put Venom Spawn, yeah. And I've been told to use Venom Spawn. Something like that. I had to remove him to see the difference between fight with Dark Champion and fight without Dark Champion. And as you can see, with Dark Champion, it was much closer. Without Dark Champion, that fight was just boom. Okay, let's try that, yeah? Okay, so there's Judy's shield, and he didn't proc his insta kill on the dragon golem. The reason for that is because it's only 5%. Right now we have only one necro unit and there's no any summons. So yeah. Okay, so this works better, okay, without Manticore but with Medusaen. As you can see, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, so that is a very good setup. Yeah, Conflux in Heroes 3 was very strong, especially if you were playing quick maps. Okay, so yeah. Let's try same formation, but without that guy. Okay, so we're gonna drop him. Let's put Manticore back in. So same formation without Dark Champion. Let's see the difference. Very similar. So basically if you run this setup, you don't really need Dark Champion. You don't need to invest 100,000 diamonds. He does make a difference, but is it worth spending 100,000 diamonds for Dragon Mutare? It's worth for Necro, okay? But Dragon Mutare already has so many tools. Try Green Dragon instead of Medusa. Green Dragon. Dark Champion. Go on. No Medusa, Manticore. Okay. But do you want me to remove that fella? The new artifact block spells. Does it give Spellbreaker trigger? What artifact? So put Medusa here. Yeah. Actually remove red dragon and add Medusa. And add that guy back. Oh, sorry, that guy. Where is the cool? I don't have Envoy Pen on test server, so I can't really test it. And I'm not spending that much diamonds for an artifact like ever. Okay, let's see that. Okay, is there any other hero you guys want me to try on the Dark Champion with? Kilgore, Zeron. Okay, let's give Kilgore one chance, then Zeron, and then Tazar. So if level 17 becomes global on all fights, no one on test server can use it because no guild war. That's true, Spicy. Welcome to the stream. The money get and ETH conversion is working almost. Tazar versus Sandro. Okay, let's try that. Let's try Tazar versus Sandro. Just wonder how good that Tazar here is. Okay, no high levels for us. Wait, Gorax. Thanks for time for the distance. No problem, Spicy. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to do that. Okay, so by the way, guys, I don't play Tazar. Give me a formation. I believe Rasps. Hydra, obviously. Well, Holy Trinity. Does Tazar use Holy Trinity? Serpentfly, Wyvern, Gorgon, Basilisk, Serpentfly. Okay, so I go one more. Dark Champion, obviously. We want to test Dark Champion. Yeah, we need to test Dark Champion. Yeah, okay, so something like that, yeah. Okay, so we got. Do you use Dragon Golem? I'm not sure if you use Dragon Golem, but I'm gonna put it because I will use Dragon Golem in every formation. Oh, something. There's only one domain. Yeah, we have to use 3 tanks because we have 3 melee units. Let's try. Let's see who's the better brawler. Wow! I want to see that again. Remove Vivern. Who will you? Okay, so remove Vivern and put Judy in. We'll try that, but I want to see what happened to the backline over there. They just got annihilated. Slow it down. Okay, so Decay is here. What killed him? Okay, let's do that again. I want to see what killed Vasp. Vasp is usually safe. Right. The Tomb skill. Okay, so Konstantin, that's a good idea for the video. If I got time this week, I'll do that. So what happens with Vasp is he's not being touched by anything, right guys? But since Dark Champion has this skill, where is it? Gloomy Graves, yes, so he transfers the damage to 4 random enemy range units. And this is what kills a safe unit such as Vasps pretty immediately. As you could see that. Because there's so much damage happening in this melee brawl, Vasp gets obliterated, and this is a very important unit for Tazar. Okay, so someone wanted to put that here instead of it. Okay, let's move that. Let's try it again. Domain. Okay, we have 2 domains. Okay, so since the brawl is here, the first unit that gets the tomb which unit will it be? Can't see. Okay, so Vasps lives longer now, but it dies. Whenever there's a tomb skill on a unit, there's so much damage that he just gets destroyed. Okay, another unit, another hero, sorry, will be Kilgore. So Kilgore Yeah, it is really because when Taza were released, there was no test server per se. Well, I believe there was, but we only had access to it for like a week. But in reality, we only had access for 2 hours or 3 hours when we get resources, because test server used to reset every week. So we only had access to it for two hours basically, to make the content for it. And the Tazar was so much fun because he's a brawler. So basically, whoever he's about whoever kills first, okay. And right now he's in a sad moment. He's got nothing. Okay, so Kilgore. Any ideas for Kilgore setup? Obviously, we will use Troll. Draken, how would you run Draken with it? Because he can't get cloned. I wonder if... I wonder if you clone him. That is an interesting idea. If you clone him, what happens with his skill? Is it still gonna proc at 25%, or is it gonna back somehow and it's gonna proc at 50%? Okay, we'll try that. But before that happens, let's try that Kilgore team. So guys, I don't play Kilgore. What would you run as a Kilgore main? Yeah, 2 toms, that is interesting idea. Okay, so I believe a Behemoth has to go before... Oops, sorry. That is true, Constantin, but what if you can manually do that? Obviously, there's no many manual fights to do it. So let's... Okay, so what else does Kilgore main run, guys? Do you want to do suicide team? Something like... Well, we can't suicide that guy. Oh, it's so warm today. Basically sweating, just sitting. Okay, so yeah, I got Behemoths, I got Cyclops, yeah. I got 1 unit to die. Conflux. Okay, so we're not going for a suicide squad then. If we play Conflux, we're gonna play Ice Demon, obviously. Okay, let's not play Suicide Squad, okay? Because I have a maxed out weapon, Psychic Elemental, and he deals a lot of damage. Leprechaun, you guys want to see Leprechaun in action? He's quite weak. Yeah, I like the idea of Leech. Okay, this is like, even when even if he comes to Troll enraging, by the time he actually enrages, there is so much damage in this team. Yeah, because this guy with maxed out weapon deals a lot of damage. Okay, so that's that fellow here. I'm gonna play against something that it can actually withstand. Okay, I like to test things against Astral because he's the guy that can actually take the beaten. He's the guy to beat. Okay, let's put something in. Okay, so Wasp. Well, Wasp there instead of something else. Okay, so let's put Pally, Angel. So if I put Wasp, I need to remove Leech, but I want to try it first with the Leech, and let's put Domains. That's true. Okay, so good that. We're gonna go with Wild and Frost. Okay, so we go all damage in here, and go for oh yeah, it's true. Yes, his domain is on. Okay, so it's a very high damage oriented team. Even if these units die, some of them die. Troll will enrage, rival god, ice demon. All of these do a lot of damage. Let's see. There's a lot of burst damage actually in that team. Okay, so Behemoth is dead, so that's not going to go well then. There's no tank line, so that unit has to get replaced. Troll is enraging. He's not dealing enough damage because Behemoth is dead. Okay, so let's switch that around a little bit. Yeah, that enrage was too late. So someone said to put something in front of. Okay, does that work? But it's still going to be too late. We'll have 2 units dying and that unit dying. That unit has to survive. Okay, just for the sake of this test, I'm gonna put him in a safe position. Okay, he's not gonna get targeted by anything. So we're gonna have 3 units preferably dying. Even Behemoth. Earth Elemental, yeah, let's put Earth Elemental then. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, one more unit has to die before we get an enrage, but I think Behemoth is gonna die before Venom spawn. Troll is enraging. Oh, he's down. He's down before Venom spawn was dead, so he's not going to execute anyone. Alright guys, so is there anything else you want me to test? I have time for one more thing to test and I'm gonna do the last raffle, well the last quiz. Yeah, Naga weapon is too OP. Okay, so you want to see Dragon in action, Digger. Give me the formation for the Dragon you want me to test. Oh, this Dragon is only 3-star. No idea. Okay, so emblems that level up his skills. Okay, so this will be something we'll test. So let's put Sandro formation then, the one that I used today, which I believe is the strongest formation you can run. But there might be people who actually will have success with something else, because obviously I'm only one guy testing against the whole, and we'll have a whole community to test if they decide to invest in. Was that? Yeah, I was using that. And Judy. Right, so that's it. Dragon Judy with full macro cast. Okay, I'll test that as well, but first let's go. Okay, so this is that. We're gonna test it against this Astral team. See the difference between the emblems now. Obviously, the emblems I'm using now are at a little bit of a cast level. Okay, so let's just speed it up. What we want to measure is how fast the fight actually finishes, because damage will be irrelevant. Okay, so the fight ended in 69 seconds. Let me just write it down on the chat so I can remember that. So let's increase his skills now. I wonder if I have any of these emblems. Okay, and keep in mind this is only orange plus 4. And Dark Champion. So we want that, yeah. So let's see the difference. That was 200%. It's 220, 20% to 21, and 20 to 22. So it's not a big deal here. Nothing changes here. .4, 6.2. Let's. I can't remember that. Okay, so not a great increase here. Let's see that 30%. 32% and 3210. Okay, so not the greatest increase in the skills, because this is the most important skill. It doesn't increase, this only goes by a little bit. But let's see, let's try, let's see the difference. That was 69 seconds previously. So 80 seconds. so slower. Okay, yeah, 1%. I wish I could do that. Yeah, these diamonds look amazing. So yeah, this skill book, the Everlasting Tome, actually it doesn't bring a lot of benefit, because even if you look at the stats of these skills, it's not really increasing by a lot. He's not about these numbers. Okay, he's about the utility he brings to the team. Because as I said at the beginning of the stream, he does not do a lot of damage. So what other emblem you guys would like to try? Which emblem do you think would be suitable for him? I wonder if we go to sets, what does the game recommend? Anger. Okay, so 40% extra damage. Okay, so let's see, he's got more damage from auto attacks. And I'm gonna try Darkness Embrace next, because I love that. Yeah, so far he's only good with Sandro team. The reason for that is because there are other options for Dragon Mutares. I don't think 100,000 diamonds is worth spending on him when it can be spent on something else. Okay, and the only thing I need to test is Draken, right? Draken and Judy? Was it? Draken and Judy with full Necro. Okay, so 73, so Anger performs better than Everlasting. Let's try Darkness. That's fine. So since his Tombstone skill does damage to the backline, maybe Darkness Embrace Emblem will actually proc on this unit that is in the backline, losing its damage as well. So it's interesting. Let's see. 69, 69, 80, and 73. $75. So even though he's not doing a lot of damage, Path of Assassin seems to boost. He makes the biggest impact on the fight. So yeah. Okay, so another thing, Draken. This will be the last thing I'm gonna test today, guys. So I need to get going. And after this test, there will be a quiz. So you guys got one more chance to get 500 diamonds. Hold on. So I'm using Draken. Obviously, it's going to be a little different. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna use the same team just with Draken, yeah? It's good for the MM2 and other servers will be good in Tazar too. On test server it had to test it since all the units have 5-star awaken and 6 rank weapons and Tazar likes that is true. I agree with that. Servers most teams don't have 6-star weapons. That is true as well. Yeah, this is why you need to take a grain of salt when I'm doing this test. Your server and every server behaves differently. It depends on the meta you got. In my server there's no Cassambel, so I can't really say anything about her, but I know she is top tier alongside Astral and Dragon Mutare. Okay, so let's play that. Yeah, that's right. This way we're gonna have a clone on Judy. Just make sure we got. We should have the same. Okay, and I need to move that up. Who did he clone? He didn't clone Judy. Did he? I didn't see that. Yeah, now I see that. I didn't see that animation. So, is he a good addition to the Dragon free-to-play? If you somehow have a high-leveled weapon Dread Knight, then yeah. Let's see the same fight without the guy, without the Dark Champion. Let's replace him with, oh, I don't even know, Angel. Let's go Holy Trinity. Because I think it's mostly this guy doing all the work. Naga, go with Naga. Okay, I'll go with Naga. Okay, but this Naga has. I prefer to go with an Angel because Angel doesn't do too much damage, and this Naga has a maxed out weapon, which for free-to-play players is really hard. Because on top of that, you also get a maxed out weapon on Dread Knight, so it will be impossible for them to get it. Yeah, so a big difference. So he is making a lot. He's bringing a lot to the table, guys. He doesn't seem like a strong unit, but he is actually useful, right? So let's get back to that. And Sama wanted me to test Human Sandro. Okay, keep in mind, not level skills. Sorry, spells. And while we're at it, we're gonna put Lawheart here as well. I just love how tanky these Dread Knights become. Because against Dragon Golem, usually the charges just die instantly, just like Devil. Okay, so now there's a problem because the Death Knight is hitting tanks, so oh, it's a long fight. Okay, so now Death Knight is dead. Okay, so that's a lot of damage going down, but this might be over then. Genie will just should just out heal all this damage. There's no burst damage on that team anymore. It's steady damage. Well, we're testing DC. I don't want to leave DC out of formation. Decay weapon is at 6-star. Okay, so I wanted to check it with low heart. Okay, someone requested to check it with low heart. It's all about these guys anyway. He's just boosting them. So let's see. Yeah, Dragon Mutara is everywhere, guys. Let's see low heart, and that's it for today, guys. What else you want to see, Constantine? Oh yes, don't worry, I did not forget about the quiz. Okay, so the problem with low heart is his mana starving. Genie is very good when the burst is down, basically. Okay guys, let's jump to the quiz. This will be the last thing on today's stream. So in 5 seconds you will see a question on the screen. So get ready guys, stop chatting, prepare. It's going to be an easy question, don't want to keep you too long tonight. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's see the correct answer. It is the Silent Graveyard. Answer D. Okay, so first two on my screen is Molly and Si Senor. Yeah, good. Thank you guys for staying with me tonight. Next time there should be some changes on the stream because I got what's it called, YouTube partnership now, so you can purchase some stuff like badges and stuff like that. So if you want to look different you can do that, but it's not necessary. I don't mind it, just for you guys. Yeah, and I'm able to do these pools, so there's quite a lot of things that I need to learn about streams. There's quite a lot of functions that I need to work on. Okay, U42. Okay, so I got the winners. U42. 5 winners, all saved. Good, I can see. Yeah. It must be something with the delay, because there shouldn't be any delays. Okay, I'm only streaming on YouTube now. I'm not doing double streams like I used to on YouTube and Twitch, so it's fair for everyone. Yeah, basically that. So just before we finish the stream, let's close the pool. And the pool, so that was 56% that that Dark Champion will, yeah, 55% to 44 will this year revive Necro. As we could see, Necro is going to be strong when you have a maxed out weapon on Death Knight. So I believe it's going to be interesting. The meta might change, but keep in mind, guys, this is a test server footage. Everything can change, just like with Venom Spawn. Venom Spawn's stats got increased quite significantly when he got released. He became much stronger when he was already quite tanky. So hopefully, DC, in my opinion, is in a good state. He is not the damage dealer. He is there to support the team. However, it's quite risky that he is there to support. Well, actually, Necro is in a better state than Inferno, because Inferno is all about Devil's damage. Necro is about Death Knight and Leech. So yeah. Yeah, whenever I stream, I have the ultra low latency, which means basically things are happening live. There's no delays on my side. Yeah, Leech Weapon is maxed out, as well as sent you a print screen on Discord. Let me see that. Let's see the difference. All right, I see. Yeah, you have it different than I do, but obviously I will have to go with what I see, not what you guys see, because that wouldn't be fair to anyone else. Yeah. Okay, guys, enjoy your night, and I'll see you next week, where I'll test some weapons. I'm not sure which weapon yet. I'll probably test Revi, because I'm really interested in how Revi's weapon's gonna boost guild boss damage, etc. And also on Wednesday I'll release another quiz question. So if you can't join the stream next Sunday, make sure you comment under that Wednesday's video, so you have a chance to win 500 diamonds. Okay guys, thank you for tonight, and stay safe. Bye.